Wait a second. We forgot to post on Instagram that we're going live.
We'll have to do it after the fact.
Does that even make sense?
People are working right now. They're not even watching Instagram.
I hope not.
Oh, we're live.
Welcome, everybody, to the PASHLEY podcast, where laughter is the best medicine.
And pickleball is a close second. I'm Ashley Leroux.
And I'm Patrick Sullivan. Today is Wednesday, April 24th.
And we're in Fountain Hills, Arizona. And we've got Monk hanging out with us today.
Where's Lola?
Lola's taking a nap. She's sleeping until you get done with your one joke of the day.
Which is a good one today. This is the Johnny joke. And I remember when Johnny, our customer happiness team member, told me this first joke, and I'm still laughing about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I threw a
Try again.
I threw a boomerang a couple of years ago. I now live in constant fear.
That is a good one. I remember that. Boom, boom.
That's right. Well, Ash, what was one thing that made you laugh?
One thing that made me laugh was you again today with your no strip news of the day, which you filmed in our sauna without a shirt on. I don't know.
And without permission.
And without permission. I stumbled upon this on Instagram. I never know what he's doing. You really have to see it to believe it. Go to Patrick's Instagram, check out his story of the day, and you'll know what I'm dealing with here.
Remember, you got to hand it over to me. We talked about this.
It's a pregnant pause.
Are you pregnant?
No, I am not pregnant. Please do not spread that rumor around. What is one thing that made you laugh today?
Yesterday, I was invited to the very private, top secret Pickleball Discord account, and it was hilarious. I had Corey feeding me memes from Breaking Pickleball and from various Jigsaw commercials, and it was super fun. I wrote that down, and then I realized, wait a second, this is like you had to be there.
Yeah.
This sucks. So I have a different one.
Okay, good.
This morning, I was asking you, well, Ashley, I need to get your W-2. Why do I need her W-2? It's April 24th. Wasn't tax day like 9 days ago? Well, Jigsaw is we're big enough. Our CFO said, okay, it's time to start doing audited financials. So we're going to have to file extensions in April, and we'll file our real taxes later. So I said, hey, Ash, I need your W-2. And you're like sitting there, you're right. W-2? Like, no.
I was online. I was on the line. I had WWW in my head, and there was a lot of W's. It happened.
It cracked me up. And then you downloaded it, and you had another good joke. We're sitting at this desk like we are, your computer over there, mine over here. And I was like, oh, just airdrop it to me. I'm like, what? You're like, airdrop it? What do you mean? And like, I'm just airdropping. You're like, oh, yeah, I remember how to do that. And you pop open the folder, and you're like, there he is. He's always there.
He's always waiting to be airdropped something.
My face
Can't
is
get away
always
from
there,
this guy.
which reminded me of years ago when I said from the shower, I was talking to you. I said, Ashley, I just want to thank you for marrying your stalker. It's just so much more convenient for all of us that you married your stalker, and now it's like
less paperwork, less lawsuits, less lawyers, you know.
Exactly. So
tip of the day, marry your stalker. I don't know. I don't know if I would always say that that's the case.
Well, not always.
In our case, it worked out.
Thank you. So Ash, what is one thing that you learned?
One thing that I learned recently is that meditation actually changes the structure of your brain. It activates the parts of your brain that help with stress reduction and with relaxation and attention. So it's like doing a meditation is like doing a workout for your brain. I just thought it was kind of like, hey, if you have the luxury of just doing nothing for a while, like 20 minutes, then that's great. I didn't realize the medical benefits that it actually has. So I have been learning a lot more about that, and I've been incorporating that into my daily routine. I will share what app I use, and I highly recommend when we get to that segment, but I don't want to get in trouble and skip ahead.
That's good. I appreciate you following the script finally. And also your transitions are totally on today.
Okay. What is one thing you learned?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I was working out on the tonal today and I did a different exercise that I haven't done. It's like chest and tries. And I was like, okay, interesting. So normally on the tonal, I use the hand.
The handles.
The hand, that's what they're called.
They're handles.
Handles for your hands?
Yes.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to handle that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, puns are the lowest form of humor. Do not drop down to puns, folks.
Don't do what Patrick just did.
So I put the barbell on, and the guy was like, so when you're coming down, you're going to want to sort of come down to where the bar is like right at your sternum. And every time I have always bench pressed in the past, I came down like closer to the shoulders. Bench pressing has always kind of intimidated me. And I was like, I can't put up what these other guys are putting up. This is like amazing weight. But I learned today that if you come down a little bit more like this, you're actually then activating what are these things?
Pectorals.
Pectorals. And it's like, oh, wait a second. I'm actually doing this correctly. So folks, what you see on my Instagram today from the sauna, that's a before picture.
Oh.
The after is it's about to get yoked up in here.
Wow. That sounds intimidating.
You should be. Ashley, what is one thing that you loved?
Oh, it's so hard to choose from things that I loved.
It's a good problem to have.
But one thing I really loved was our weekly pulse meeting today. So every Wednesday at 10 a.m., we have a all hands on meeting on Zoom for everybody who works in the organization. And it's really cool because I don't get to see their faces every day, but once a week at least we get to see each other's faces, and we have a great template that we go through. We do start with a joke of the day because that humor is very important to us.
Provided by Johnny. That's
provided
why
by Johnny. It was his idea,
Johnny joke.
And he just owns that category. And then, we remind ourselves of a core value. We have, core values of the company, and then we just kind of do our updates. What are we up to? Proactive communication. And it's always just a lot of fun. So that was my highlight so far today.
That was what you loved. That's really nice.
I loved it. Although my friend and my buddy, Amy, who is the general manager of the Orchard, was not able to attend today because she had a conflict. But other than that, it was my favorite. Not my favorite because Amy wasn't there.
Other than that, almost everyone was there.
Yes.
Do you feel like you should move back a little bit, or I should move forward a little bit? I think both of us being back is better.
Do we have to be even? Is this
Andrea Lynn? If you're there, you're saying hello, aloha, Pashleys.
Hello, Andrea.
Aloha to you as well. What do you think? Should we both be back or forward? Let us know in the comments.
I think it can be dynamic.
Okay, dynamic. That's good. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Perfect.
What is one thing you loved?
Thanks for nailing that transition. That's my new favorite love.
Oh, boy.
But what my original love is, and it's in the show notes, a link to some eucalyptus oil spray that you bought recently, and it is delightful. It's shower
spray.
It's in the shower, and it's like you're in a spa, and it's amazing.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Do you spray it every time you shower?
Well, you should know you're always trying to get into the shower with me.
Oh, gosh. He set me up.
That was a setup.
You guys, I'm telling you, the struggle is real over here.
Oh, gosh. So that eucalyptus oil spray, it's actually more expensive than I thought.
Well, when you buy it at the Fairmount Princess.
Oh, you got upcharged at the Princess.
That was a mistake. I think you could probably get a very good one on Amazon or make your own.
Well, the one I found on Amazon was rated well. It probably is going to last for months, although not at the rate that I'm using it.
Yeah. Don't use it all.
All right. Well, maybe we'll find out.
I want a spa shower too.
So Ash, what is one thing that you're digging right now?
So I mentioned earlier about the meditation thing. My favorite app right now for meditation is called Brain Tap. And they have any length, any kind of topic, any music, they have so many options in there that you can choose from and really customize it. So it's pretty awesome. Check it out. I mean, even if you did 10 minutes once a day, It'll change the world.
I'm going to double dig this recommendation. The Brain Tap app it's kind of like, this is bullcrap, right? Like, this doesn't work. This meditation, this whole thing. Wow, there's a bird right outside our window. I'm surprised Monkey didn't see him. Brain Tap really helps with focus and staying on topic.
We need to do it more often then, clearly.
I really have enjoyed doing it using Brain Tap in the sauna. There's about a 22-minute meditation that basically tells me you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. Think big, dream big, just keep going. And by the time I'm done, I'm like feeling pretty jazzed. I actually really do think, in all seriousness, that it has affected my mood like very positively. So Brain Tap, the free version has a couple of well, not ads. That'd be weird to have an ad in a meditation.
It would be. I have the paid version, so I don't know what the free version is.
Go ahead and log that one under business ideas that suck.
Okay.
Brain Tap is great, and there's a paid version which I think is about $30 a month, and it's worth $1 a day. I have found to be true.
Well, I was thinking, like, what other time in our day do we have at a 20-minute time period where you're only hearing positive words?
Yeah.
There isn't really. I mean, it just doesn't happen unless you dedicate the time to do something like this. And it's like, okay, no wonder it supercharges you.
What about the 8 hours a night that you are asleep and I'm just whispering into your ear on how much I love you and why you're amazing?
Slightly terrifying.
It's a little stalkery.
What are you digging right now besides the thing that I'm digging?
You can double dig.
Okay. Well, then do you get an extra dig?
Of course I get an extra dig.
Guys, we're trying to figure all this out.
I am digging the Joe Pomp Show podcast. There was an episode that I listened to yesterday while I was walking the dogs with Tom Garfinkel, who is the CEO of the Miami Dolphins and the Hard Rock Stadium, and the managing partner of Formula One Miami Grand Prix. And in this episode, it was about 30 minutes long, Tom was talking about how he is a radical observer of customer experiences. And that really, I think you and I are similar to that. Good experiences, wow. And bad experiences, wow. I think that a big part of what we love to do is create wonderful experiences for our customers at Jigsaw Health and our patrons at Tuesday Night Pickleball and our viewers of Breaking Pickleball and those of you tuning into the Pickle Pod. And
the PASHLEY Pod, honey. Pickle Pod is someone else's
podcast. Gosh, yeah, sorry. Please don't send the lawyers. I didn't mean to trademark infringe.
Sorry.
The PASHLEY Pod. I think I was seeing this comment from Pickles that said heart to something, and that jumped out there. Right back at you, Pickles. So I really, really liked that show, and I like the show in general. Joe Pomp talks a lot about sort of the business of sport and Formula One in particular. He's talked about a lot too. We have not so subtly talked about how we feel like Breaking Pickleball is kind of the drive to survive of pickleball, taking that live season, filming it, turning it into a documentary. And we'll see if Netflix agrees with us next month when we go to pitch them. So yeah, the Joe Pomp Show, link is in the notes. Ashley, we've got a surprise segment.
Well, good thing Rob Noonan showed up because you don't want to miss this.
That's right. Rob, number one fan, thank you for joining. We'll expect all of your comments here in a moment. This is the surprise segment, which Patrick will announce. All right, Ashley, you ready?
I don't even know what this is, so.
All right, this segment is called Things You Do That Annoy Me.
Do I get to start?
I knew you'd have a good comeback. I just didn't know you'd have a good intro to a segment that you didn't know I was going to say. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured this is bad, folks. This is dangerous ground. Ashley, you leave wrappers on the countertop. So today you had a Truvani bar That was what we talked about yesterday. And
Yeah,
where
they're
was
very
that
good.
wrapper?
It was on the counter.
Yeah.
Amidst all of the other items that I was working with to make a delicious dinner. And so I hadn't cleaned up everything yet. And no, I didn't put the wrapper into the dinner. It was off to the side. My workspace was very clean. But thank you for saying so. I really appreciate your feedback.
Yeah. Is there anything that I do that annoys you?
Not at all.
I don't think anyone believes you.
Where to start? I don't think we have enough time on the show.
Maybe it's safer if we don't go into the
Maybe
laundry list.
Maybe I'll bring one of them out tomorrow. We'll see.
Why not today?
I need to internalize this.
The first rule of improv is you always say yes.
Oh, yes. Well, one thing that really annoys me is...
Wait, hold on. Really annoys? That's not the name of the category. The category is things you do that annoy me. There's no really in that.
Okay. Well, when you contradict things that I'm talking about on live streams.
Show me one example.
See?
Well,
All
Ash,
right.
what's one thing that you wanted to accomplish today?
I think at this point, it feels like getting through this podcast without strangling you. Just kidding. No, one thing I want to accomplish today is make a post on Instagram that's different that I could get, people to hopefully engage in. Maybe you'll see it if you are checking out the Jigsaw Health Instagram page. It's one thing that made me smile was that. No, I haven't done. That was yesterday. It's a great post, but I haven't posted my idea for today yet because I have been a little bit busy with all the meetings. So I have yet to accomplish my goal for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so your goal is that new post?
A new post, yes. So hopefully you will engage with it. And
is this post going to be on Jigsaw Health's Instagram?
Yes, Jigsaw Health's Instagram.
And when will it be done by?
4 p.m.
Oh, nice. That's 2 hours after coffee then.
Yes. After my afternoon coffee. I really need that to kind of get myself back into it.
You did a great post today. The post for today was a memory that makes you smile.
That was yesterday.
I thought you did that today.
Did I? Oh, I did it this morning. You're right.
You already did your accomplishment.
Well, I did my accomplishment. I got it all teed up yesterday and I did post it today. Shoot, you're right.
Congratulations.
Well, I feel accomplished. Perfect. So I guess then I need to work on whatever I'm going to post tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys. What about you, Patrick? What are you looking to accomplish?
Well, I'm looking for you to accomplish a little bit better on the transitions. Just remember, when you're done, you kick it to me. So I am looking to accomplish a endurance weight loss challenge spreadsheet. We right now, as you are aware, are working with one of our formulation friends on a product that is a vasodilator.
Can you explain that?
Okay. Essentially, it helps with blood flow. And the original idea was that it helps to give you more endurance as you are playing pickleball or whatever sport you're doing, if you're working out. And then our friend, the formulator, said, well, we should add this other ingredient to that as well, because it'll help with vasodilation, but it will also help with essentially, it's not appetite suppression. What do you call it?
Yeah, healthy weight management.
Healthy weight management.
And it does help manage your appetite and your glucose levels, so you're not getting cravings the way that you may.
So I have now been taking it this is my 4th day, and I'm like, wow, actually, this is working. My workouts feel better, and I'm like eating my portion control better.
Yeah.
So
You're actually following the 80% rule of eating
yes,
to your 80% full instead of 80% of what's on your plate, which I told you was not the right strategy.
Correct. But I did it anyways until I started taking these 3 ingredients. So the idea that I had was to introduce this as almost like a human clinical trial with the Jamily, with everybody at Jigsaw who wants to participate, to essentially say, let's see like what happens over the course of 100 days. Now, why 100 days? I saw yesterday a really great inspirational post from Jocko Willenick. I think I'm saying that name correctly. I'm not 100% certain, but actually, I think I can probably show it. Folks, we're live on the podcast. We're gonna try and do this. I'm gonna present my screen, and don't show those tips again. The number one tip: do not show your screen for the first time. Yes, this is gonna work. All right, so I'm gonna share this screen, and I'm going to refresh it so it starts over.
In the gym is basically imperceivable. 2 days in the gym, you don't recognize any change whatsoever. 100 days in the gym, and you're almost a new person. 1 day of playing guitar, you can barely play one chord. 100 days of practicing guitar, and you can play literally almost any song. When you do anything, it adds up. When you do nothing, it amounts to zero. So take the small steps every day. Do what you're supposed to do. And don't expect some incredible results in 1 day or 2 days or 10 days. Worthwhile things take 100 days. They take 500 days. Maybe they take 5,000 days. They take time. And whatever it is you want to do isn't going to happen in 1 day. You have work to do. And I know it's just a little bit. I know it's just a little tiny movement forward, but that work is what it takes. 1 day in the gym.
So that speech made me think, what if we internally, for 100 days, started to experiment with this product and see what it does to our endurance and see how that then improves our weight management. So I'm going to work on a spreadsheet so we can all keep track of it.
That's
tuned. What I'm going to accomplish
Stay tuned.
today.
Possible new product coming soon. And what else you got for randoms, Patrick?
Breaking Pickleball is available for free until this Sunday. So go to breakingpickleball.com. And tomorrow, we've got a special guest on the show.
Indeed, we do. We've got, are we going to announce him?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. The one, the only Orchard security guy. He is under an alias because the Orchard security guy does not sign on to YouTube, but he's under an alias, Derek Nannon, and he did comment about the shower spray that only 2 spritz of eucalyptus because 3 is too powerful. Everybody knows this, but Thank you for that tidbit. That is a very important thing to note.
Also, another comment from number one fan Rob Noonan is the swag PASHLEY has on the Jigsaw Swag site.
I'm glad you asked.
For those who are only audio, Breaking Pickleball t-shirt is available on jigsawswag.com, which is a website that we use called Threadless. They print on demand. And my t-shirt as well, also available from Jigsaw Swag. My shirt, what does it say, Ashley?
It says pickleball sucks. Just kidding.
That's right.
It's a great shirt. So check it out. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. It was super fun.
Ash, we're getting better. 24 minutes, 3rd time's the charm.
Maybe 4th time's the charm.
All right. Well, tune in tomorrow and find out, folks. So great to have you here.
We're going to go practice talking. See you later.
Bye.